I don't think I had any enemies in elementary school except there was this kid I was friends with in 2nd grade. Again, when I was like 8. And I don't know if like he had a crush on me or what. I'm not sure. I had no idea. Like, I was just a kid. And it was just like, at that age where like everybody's just kids, at least to me. But he invited me over to his house. And he was like showing me his hockey card collection. Like, yeah, here's Wayne Gretzky. Here's my Wayne Gretzky card. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he asked me like, oh, so do you want to go downstairs and play some video games? And I was like, yeah, sure, it sounds awesome. And he bolted down the stairs like full of excitement and slipped and smacked his head on the banister. Like a pointy part of the banister on the stairs. And immediately started gushing blood out of his head, like his forehead. And like screaming and crying. And for the rest of this time, like the time I spent at this kid's house, I was just sitting next to his sister, who was like around my age, I think. Like, we're both like 8 or 9, just like staring at each other awkwardly while he was like crying in the distance, being like patched up by his mom. And I felt so bad. I felt so fucking guilty because I thought like it's my fault that he fell on the stairs because like I was so enthusiastic about wanting to play video games. Like, I was like, yeah, let's go, let's play video games. And he wouldn't have like ran down so fast if it wasn't for me. Like, I don't know, like I was just like awkwardly looking and like at his sister because I never met her before. This is my first time going over to this kid's house. And she's just like, yeah, that's my brother. And I was like, yeah, I hope he's okay. And then I didn't get to see him. I just like he was like he was in too bad shape, and I guess probably too embarrassed to like say goodbye. So I just said goodbye to his mom and his sister. And I remember vividly the next day at school, I went up to him because like he was avoiding me. I think he was just still really embarrassed. And in my kid brain, I was like, man, like how can I make this kid feel better about the fact that he like tripped and fell and busted his head open and cried in front of me for 3 hours yesterday. I went up to him and I was like, hey man, like, hope you're okay. And he had like a big band-aid. It was a SpongeBob band-aid on his forehead. I pointed at it and I was like, yo, you're probably gonna get a really cool scar from that though. Like, you'll look just like Harry Potter. And he never talked to me again. He just like walked away from me after I said that, and he never talked to me again. I saw him again many years later. How many years would it have been? Because that was back in 2nd grade. I saw him again because we, both of our middle schools in the school district went on a Cedar Point trip in like 7th grade. So I guess that would have been like, fuck, I don't know how many years are between the ages of 8 and 12. I can't add it up right now, but like a few years later, I saw him at Cedar Point, and I wanted to say hi, but I still remembered that day, and I felt so fucking bad that I couldn't bring myself to say anything. But I hope that kid's all right now. Maybe he doesn't have a scar. Maybe he does. Like I don't know. Like if you were in that position, like is that like a bad thing to say? I still to this day don't know. Like, did I embarrass him more by saying like it's gonna make a cool scar? I don't know. Yeah, the Cedar Point field trip is nice. That was a fun ass couple days. Massive head wound to this day. Maybe he like hit his head so hard that he forgot who I was. He had no idea who I was, like coming up to him and saying that. Permanent life trauma? I think he was just embarrassed. Do you think he like ever remembered? I feel like I'm the only one who remembers that so vividly. But maybe there's a chance like he also tells the story like, yeah, one time in 2nd grade, I brought this like girl to my house and showed her my hockey cards, and I tripped and fell, split my head open, and never talked to her again. Cause she said I was gonna look like Harry Potter. I hate that bitch. Hate that stupid bitch. People remember embarrassment for the rest of their life. That's nice. It's honestly kind of beautiful, you know? How memories work. Maybe he had a vision of the future and found out what Harry Potter would come to represent and was still processing it all. Maybe. Yeah, maybe like the head trauma gave him like future, like That's So Raven vision. And he's like, oh man, this is not gonna age well. He probably went through some clan ad shit. Yeah, maybe. Wait, are you saying like he went on to like meet a girl who died in childbirth or something? Jesus, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Holy fuck. School memories piss me off so bad. Wait, why? I look back on them fondly, even the bad ones. Even all the ones where I got in trouble. The time where I wrote devil penis yum on the back of a worksheet and I got in trouble for it. And it was one of the first times I got in trouble too, to that degree. When you're a kid that like is like kind of a brown noser and never wants to get in trouble, and you get in trouble that first time and it's like actually kind of bad, that is like the worst feeling in the world. And my mom worked at the school too, so I knew I was in dire straits. I felt like the worst person in the world. Like I felt like I was literally gonna go to hell. Did you ever get to play video games? No, I never talked to him after that. Would you go back to those days? Nah, they happened, and I'm glad they happened the way they did. Cause if they didn't, then I wouldn't end up here. I get scared actually when I think about like what would happen if I suddenly got sent back to the past, and like what if I accidentally changed something and my current future doesn't happen. It terrifies me. L Devil Penis Yum. Devil Penis Yum should be your next merch t-shirt. What did his mom say about it? I don't remember. But I remember she was very apologetic, it seemed like. Just like she would like come in periodically and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, like I'm still taking care of him. You can have a snack if you want to, like that kind of stuff. Oh, I want to end up here in LA, the Big Apple, the greatest city in the world. Yes. Bro, what if his mom thought I pushed him down the stairs? Bro, what if I was a really like evil kid and I just did like horrific shit like that? I was like possessed by a demon throughout my childhood. You didn't push him? No, please don't give me false memories. No. No, I was a really lame kid. I was so scared of getting in trouble that I was just like kept my head down. I barely talked to anyone. I had like a lot of acquaintances and like sort of friends, but not very many close friends because I was way too shy. And I was like terrified of doing anything that would get under my mom's radar because she worked at the school for like my whole middle school experience at least. You said 3 years ago that you pushed a kid on the stairs? No! What the fuck are you saying? What if he hit his head so hard you turned him into a serial killer? I'm like curious. I remember his first name. I don't remember the last name. I haven't been on Facebook in like fucking 4 or 5 years. But now I'm curious. I want to go on like a deep dive and see. I wonder what he's up to. What's his name? David? Yes, it was David Davidson. Bro, I just got like a taste of something sweet and I don't know where it came from. Why did that happen? I was just drinking out of water ball and I tasted something kind of sweet, but there's nothing. It's just plain water. It's all good. I'll just crack open a cold one.